Good day traders, this is Ledefus Academy and we are here to teach you everything you need to know about the basic of technical analysis in forex trading. Now when it comes to technical analysis in forex trading, the first thing that comes into your mind are trend lines, right? Support, resistance, supply and demand zone. These are the first analysis tool we're going to use in the market. In fact, these are what you start with. Sometimes you can use it in your strategy for, like, let's say, depending on how long, but you can just use it in your strategy and it can make a lot of money from you. But those are the basic, like the main basic of trading. Alright, but for the meantime, I'm going to focus on learning these basics. Focus on learning these basics. The first basic you're going to learn is trend line. So first, what is a trend line and how can you identify a trend line? Trend lines is a tool used to analyze or view the market direction, overall market direction. For example, I believe you understand the basic of trend line. This is advanced class. I believe you understand the basic of a trend line, where an uptrend will have a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, like this, higher high, something like this, higher low, then another higher high. Right, this is an uptrend. If you want to draw the trend line, you do something like this, and you mark the trend line, something like this. So this is an uptrend and this is the trend line. So this is the trend line. Good, yeah, this is the trend line and this is market direction. This just represent candlestick patterns or chart patterns, and this is the line that we use to mark the trend. Like in this case, market is going towards the upside, right? Price is going towards the upside, which means that buyers are in control of this market, right? So that's what this just means, that buyers are in total control of this market. So let's talk about downtrend. So the downtrend is quite different. There's no much difference, right? It's just quite different. So the downtrend is something like this. It has a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, lower low, like this, lower high and lower low, like this. So this is just downtrend. And if you want to draw the trend line, you draw it from up. See why I drew a trend line? Do not draw a downtrend like this. No, don't do this. You want to draw a trend line, a downtrend is from up, like a monkey climbing the tree, like down, like you get my point. Alright, don't draw a downtrend here. Alright, just under the line, under the trend line. That's how you draw a downtrend. So this is the trend line. Trend line. So this is the trend line, this is a downtrend. So remember, let me draw back the uptrend. Right, lower high, right, sorry, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, like this, right? And do something like this, right? This is a trend line. So this is an uptrend. So this is an uptrend and this is a downtrend. All this just shows you market direction, right? All this shows a market direction where the market is going, like overall bias in the market. If market is going towards the upside or towards the downside. So so let's see if we can spot trend line in the markets. Let's spot some trend line in the market. So if you want to find trend line, you have to keep your eyes stick to the chart. You have to keep your eyes stick to the chart. When you are joining forex for the first time, you don't easily see trend lines. Why? It's very okay. It's normal. Okay, every single body, like every single person that ever started forex trading found it difficult to identify simple market structures like trend lines, support, resistance, demand, supply. It happens to me. It happens to almost every damn forex trader. It's like, so don't feel bad that you can't identify it. You just need to sit down and learn how to get it correctly. So currently in this chart you're seeing here, if you want to mark the trend line correctly, you can see this is the first bounce. Market came and made another bounce here. Also this also added to this second bounce, this third bounce, this fourth bounce. Or you can just leave this one and just call it. Yes, correct, right? This is still correct. This is still an uptrend, right? If you draw it and extend it to the end here, you can see that this trend line was valid here too. It got broken at this extreme end. Just broken at this extreme end. Okay. So now I think I need to add a 2 to my favorite. Let me add a 2 to my favorite list. I need a rectangle. I'll go to circle. Okay, so yeah, I'm done with that. So why do I need a circle? So I can easily identify this. No. Sorry, just give me a little time. Let me work on this. Just remove this circle. It's annoying. No, I don't like the circle. Let's go with this for the meantime. I think this is even worse. Let's just go with the circle. Let's just go with the circle. Circle is more better. Alright, I just want to just mark trend lines for you guys easily. Alright, so I think this will go. This will go. So this is the first bounce. This is the second bounce. So this is the third bounce. This is the fourth bounce. I'm so sorry. Although price dipped very deep into this trend line, I won't lie, very deep. Like a lot of traders, when seeing this, would think this is a break of trend line. This is just simple market manipulation, and this is 50 bounce before price came and broke it. So if you want to use that path that we used earlier, you can also do so to make the chart look more simple. So overall, what price just did is just came from another bounce, go up down, or third bounce, up down, consolidated, right? Fourth bounce, fifth bounce, and then a break of structure to the downside. So this is a trend line. This is how it looks like. This is how you can identify it, and this is how you can backtest any trend line strategy you're using. So this is for an uptrend. Let me write it down so that you will know this is one uptrend. Yes, if you know it, you know it. If you are good, you are good. This, so you need to learn. Sorry, you need to view the downtrend also. So I'm looking for a downtrend. I know this is a downtrend, but I want something very, very clear, like something I can use to show you and you will understand very, very clearly. Downtrend. Okay, this is the best I can see. So this is a downtrend. I can see the best I can see. This is the actual downtrend. Yeah. Remember, do not try to force a trend line in the markets. Don't ever make that mistake. Alright, you saw the way I just skipped this part and went to the side, because some traders will try to force this now and say this is down. This is not a downtrend, right? Although you can, I won't recommend this. Alright, I won't recommend this at all. Some traders be like, yeah, this is a downtrend, this is a downtrend. Well, there's always a clear trend. Those traders that trade this trend line now, you can see how price took them out. You see how price took them out. See how price came. Didn't even show any clear direction here. Did like as this it already broken the trade, about to go to the upside. It came down again. Respected it, and they're like, yeah, let's go. Once price come back here again, we're going to sell. Let me show you. You can see how price smashed this niggas itself. If those traders that did this, you can see, hoping that the market actually gave them false hope that yeah, I'm going your direction, right? But then just came, swept them, all of them, because they didn't mark the trend line correctly. When you mark the trend line correctly, you're going to see that although price is still there, but you're going to see that yeah, this is a change of trend. If you understand candlestick pattern, you're going to see that yeah, this is a change of trend line. This is an engulfing candlestick. Right? Whenever I see this structure, you should know that market is about to change. Right? So at this point, you should be taking profits, knowing that yeah, price might break this trend line and go to the upside. But whenever you see this confirmation on the trend line, something like this, right, show that yeah, buyers are in control. But when you see something like this, you start having two thoughts. That's why I say this strategy. My strategy is that you take 50% profit whenever price reaches 50% profit targets, and your TP should always be the next or the previous high or the previous low of the market. I'm going to explain that shortly. So, but first, let's dive deep into our market structure. So this is how the price did. Came here like this, respected this trend line. Yeah. So this is what price did. So when we want to mark out how many touch we have in our trend line, this is the first touch. This is the second touch. This is the third touch. The third bounce, and then price broke structure. So this is a downtrend. This is a downtrend. This is a downtrend. Whenever I see this kind of thing, you should know that price has changed structure. Alright, whenever I see this kind of thing, that price has changed structure. But yeah, this is a downtrend, and this is how it looks like. First bounce, second bounce, third time. Right, there's a theory. I call it a theory because I don't believe in it. Although many traders, I once believed in it, but obviously I don't pay attention to this shit anymore. There's a theory that says that whenever price come and touch a trend line 3 times, right, there's high probability that the fourth bounce, right, is a break. Alright, the fourth bounce is a break. The price will come, we test that trend line that I broke on and go to the downside. Let me draw the line for you so you can see it clearly. Is what I mean. So this is a theory, right? It works sometimes. I won't lie, to be honest. It works sometimes, or most times, that whenever price come and give markets, like, form this first bounce, then second, then third, right, there's high probability that the fourth bounce is going to be a break and a retest for confirmation before you now go for the sell. So whenever price break, many traders are going to be shorting from here, targeting this previous low and putting their TP at the other side, their SL I mean, at the other side of the trend, something like this. Alright, but I didn't make a mistake for calling it a theory, right? It's just intentional, because for me, market can do anything, right? Although, yeah, some certain things in the market is repeating, like it happens over and over again, but not all the time. I'll show you an example shortly. You can't rely on it. That's what I mean by that. It happened here. Price gave this trend line. This is the origin. Came the first bounce, second bounce. So this actually a 2 bounce scenario. Didn't even make a third bounce and it broke. Right? You can see. And let's go to our uptrend. You can see, right? This origin. You can call this first bounce, but let's just ignore that so that it not look as if I'm adding too much value to the theory. This is the first bounce, this second bounce, this third bounce. You can see the third bounce even did like it was to break. It came up. The fourth bounce actually broke in the fifth bounce. So many traders that sold there hit SL like crazy SL. We want to go again to more analysis on this theory. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that it happens some of the times, but not all the times. It means that it's not something you should rely on. It's not something you should rely on. I won't advise you to rely on that strategy. It happens some of the times, but not all the times. In this case, this is the origin. This is the first touch. This is the second touch. You can see it almost happened here, or maybe it won't happen. The fourth bounce, right? Then a break, right? So yeah, it's happened here. It happened in this scenario, but it's not even a full break, but let's just call it a break. Happened in this scenario, but on most cases, market don't do this. Market do just wait for a trend break and a retest. For example, now if you go to DXY, the current DXY price, you can see that this is a trend break. Let me make it clear for you, right? This is a trend break. This is a break of trend line. In fact, I was so confident on this trend line that I almost hit SL. I'm very serious. I almost hit SL on this trend line, although I have to leave the market. This is the origin. This is the first. This is the second. This is the third. So what pride is came and did a retest here, and so they're going to the downside. So I would advise you to always wait for this retest instead. Whenever price change trend line, instead of doing that, wait for a retest. Whenever it breaks the trend line, wait for a retest of that trend line before you enter the market. Alright, don't just assume that this next touch on this trend line is going to break structure and then you start putting your pending order. You can put a pending order and market might take you out. And also need to have a very good risk management strategy to understand market directions clearly. So that is all you can learn about Trendline. So you can easily practice how to map Trendline on your, let's say, your PC or your tablets or your mobile phone, whatever device is to watch us currently. You can practice it and keep analyzing to see how everything works on your chart. Right, I'm just simply going to delete all this whole drawing. Remove all drawing, so you can go and check on them. So that is all for this module. So in our next video, we're going to be learning support, resistance, demand, and supply zone. Alright, so just click on my profile and you see the next video there, or you can just shortly click on this video showing right on your screen. Then you can learn how you can use and analyze support, resistance, supply and demand zone. So thank you for watching. Bye.